know the story of what happened in Argentina, and we've seen many films that have reflected that. Obviously, Official Story in films like this is the best known. But there's also The Secret in Her Eyes. There's we see all of these films. I mean, they all come to Canada. We have a very big festival in Toronto, so we're very aware of Argentinian cinema and the new wave of Argentinian cinema, of course, and I'm familiar with that. In the early 80s, we saw the films there was the Exiles, the Garden of Gardel, which came as well, and also The Man Who Faces Southeast. I've heard about the festival here at Mar del Plata for many, many years. I've always wanted to come. I know it's the most important festival in the Latin South America. And this has always been a very important audience for me in Argentina. I came for the release of Ararat many years ago. And it's just great to be back. And this is a very, very smart, intelligent, cinephile audience. Remember is a film that provokes a big discussion after the film. I've been very excited to follow this film because the conversation that begins when it's finished is really intense. I don't want to give away the film, but you only begin to understand the complexity of it at the very end, and that's the great place to start the conversation. First and foremost, cinema is a conversation between the filmmaker and the viewer. It's a very privileged place where I concentrate my ideas on a screen story, and the viewer comes with a degree of commitment and passion. So it's a very special conversation. In the 30 years that I've been making films, the technology has changed so much, I mean so radically, and yet this world of the festivals remains quite steady, quite constant. It's interesting that I started my career 30 years ago, and the Mar del Plata Festival is 30 years old. Even though it's become much easier to see images and almost be overwhelmed by the number of images that are available, the great thing about a festival is that it concentrates the attention of the viewer, and that is consistent. That process of coming together and watching films at a festival collectively has not changed, even though the technology has changed around it.